Hi, welcome to today's video. My name is Henry Smith from IamWealthyandRich.com. That's Henry Smith from IamWealthyandRich.com. If it's your first time, I want to welcome you here. If you've been watching this video series, welcome back. What this is really about is about wealth creation in action, and the journey of, basically of an investor. Documented journey of an investor. Now, I started this journey really a year ago. However, I started it back in February 2020 with no money, just a hope. And but you see, the whole strategy I'm using has two parts. One is the mindset strategy, and one is the actual investment strategy. So I didn't have any money, so all I could work on was the mindset. And I worked on that for a few short months, and then I was able to acquire the money to get into the investment side of things. And then from May, June, I started the investment side of things and continued with the mindset thing and continue to this day, all the way through last year, 2020, up until January 2021. February 2021, I started documenting this on a spreadsheet, and then I started somewhere around about the 22nd of February, I started shooting videos. So I'm into the video documentation of this journey as we go through this year. Now, this is about cryptocurrency investing. So I have a cryptocurrency portfolio, and I'm basically just tracking the figures. I'm not a trader. I'm an investor. So it's not about trading. This is just as an investor. I'm tracking the figures on a day-to-day basis as they go up. The market goes up and down, up and down, up and down, and I track the figures however they go, however they move. So what I'm going to do right now is share my screen to update today's figures. Then I'm going to talk to you about something very important. So let's do the share screen. Let's get this. Make sure I've got the right screen. It's got to show. Oh, wrong button. Share screen. Right. So this is the spreadsheet I've been updating. Started updating it since 1st of February 2021, and that time it reached 106,000. And so I've been adding figures on a day-to-day basis as the market's been performing up and down, and it's just an up and down market really. And at the end of the first year, at the end of the first month of documenting, we reached 37,000. End of the second month, we reached 126,000, and we're going through April 2021 now. So we've had a very down day yesterday, and we shall continue to have, I continue to put the figures in, because we know that there's only one thing that happens when the market goes down. Guess what happens? It goes back up, okay? So it's just inevitable. It's just a matter of being patient and waiting for it to turn around. So I'm going to put today's date in here, the 19th of April. And I get it from the investment summary, which comes in through this red live feed into one of the assets, and it multiplies and gives the results here. And it consists of one Bitcoin and some altcoins and alternative coins to Bitcoin. So the total overall is 273,000, and dollars on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side is the equivalent in pounds sterling, Great British Pound, GBP. That kind of shows you the mix between Bitcoin and the altcoins, 80-20 at this point in time. So let's get this figure here, and this refreshes every 10 minutes. So this figure here is 218,182.45. 218,182.45, I believe. Let's see if that's right. 218,182.45, and that is a little increase on yesterday. So there's another plus, so we can color that green. And the overall figure here is 273,986.83. 273,986.83. 273,986.83. Let's have a look. 273,986. Okay, so that's a small increase on yesterday. So that goes up. Color that green. Like I said, you know, the thing about markets, when they go up and come down, when they go up or when they're going to come down. You know, the funny thing about people are really funny when they, you know, in life and in business and so many things, when they kind of think, you know, when things are good, they're never going to get bad. And they think when things are bad, they're never going to get good, you know? And it's the same thing in the markets. You know, when it goes down, it goes to the end of the world. You know, and when it's going up, they think, you know, it will always continue to go up. It's just life is built on cycles. So you just have to understand it. When it goes down, you just be patient and let the market recover. So, so that's that. That's this for now. And let's just stop the sharing. So what I want to talk to you about today is a very important word. It's called, well, it's the mindset part. See, the investment part is easy. Once you've got the right research, the right information, all you have to do is invest. You know, find the money. But you know, having the right mindset, having the stomach, the mental and emotional maturity to live through the ups and downs and not lose your head and not cash out too early because, oh my God, it's going down. What should I do? Let's run for the hills kind of attitude. You know, there are too many people like that. See, this industry is full of, I would say, kind of 3 or 4 different kinds of people. You got what you call let's say, right now, the makeup of the industry is very, very different. The cryptocurrency space. It's not really what I want to talk about, but I'm going to get to what I'm talking about in a minute. But you got you got a lot of retail investors now, not retail investors, sorry. We've always had retail investors. But a lot of institutional investors, big boys, and women, okay, ladies, big guys with big money who have come into this space. And these people have come in to grab themselves a large portion of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and they're holding on. They're called hodlers. They're holding on, they're not selling at all. These are long-term serious investors. Then you've got traders. So these long-term serious investors, if you ask them, you know, want to sell your Bitcoin? No, you know, they're not selling it. They just bought it, they're not selling it. Then you've got the traders. These traders you've got the professional traders. They're also professional, they take it really seriously as well. Well, they're in a trading method. So they come in and out of the market, in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay, we'll be in for 2 weeks, out for 2 weeks, in for 2 weeks. Out. If they come out, they're going to go back in because it's their profession. Okay, and then you've got novice retail investors that think, this Bitcoin looks really interesting. Maybe perhaps I should try and see if I can make some money, you know, and they put their money in there. And this is a broad category, so you've got some in between that as well. I'm a long-term investor. I'm not a big investor yet, you know, like the big institutions that come in with 100 million or 200 million or 500 million yet. That will come. That's happening real soon. But you know, you got those who are serious investors. But the traders, you know, they come in and go out, and then you got these people, the novice ones that just come in, try and buy a bit of Bitcoin or a bit of Ethereum or whatever. And then when the market fluctuates, they run for the hills and they jump out. And that's why you see all the bit of bad press in the newspaper or in the news. They run for the hills. And that's kind of what you see the price fluctuate and do a quick dip. One, because of the traders that cash out really quickly, but they're going to cash back in. But one also because of a lot of the novice investment traders that run for the hills because they've been bitten. You know, their market, they invested when it was up here and it comes down here and they all run out, and then never to try it again. And these are the things that affect the fluctuation. You've also got the like I said, the big time investors. They're solid as a rock. That's why Bitcoin will not fall below a certain point because they're not selling. So all the amateur and inexperienced investors can jump out, but they're not selling. And also the experienced investors, even though they may not have as much, they're not selling. So that's what make it not fall below a certain point. But the fact that it falls, it fluctuates, it goes ups and down because of the traders, and mostly because of the inexperienced retail investors. And then there are some people who do have to cash out for genuine reasons. They need the money and so on and so forth. And that's that. But you've got to decide which one you are. Are you one of the people that run for the hills when there's a price change or some negative news? Having watched many successful companies being built over the decades, there's no company or organization worthwhile that has been built that hasn't gone through challenges, especially an unconventional kind of business. Excuse me. An unconventional business. And there are many businesses that I look at and I analyze, and I like unconventional businesses, unconventional business models, unconventional projects that are not the norm. I like that, because they have got, like, sometimes they've got the world against them, odds against them, and they succeed anyway against the odds. I like that. You understand? I'm not really, I like the conventional as well, but I really do I'm passionate about unconventional success, where it just shows the world that despite the norm, despite what is expected, the established norm, the status quo, it's going to come with an unconventional model and turn everything on its head and succeed anyway. Okay? And I've seen that happen in different business models, different industries. Take, for example, the direct sales network marketing industry. I'm not here to promote network marketing, but network marketing is a great model. I don't have a problem with it. And I think people have a problem where they don't understand it. And it's very, very similar to cryptocurrency. People that just don't understand it and they have a problem with it, they're going through very similar. I see a lot of parallels between the network marketing industry and the cryptocurrency industry. There's a lot of parallels. They're not the same. They're very different. And I'm not endorsing one over the other and so on. I certainly, I admire, respect the multi-level marketing industry. I admire and respect the cryptocurrency industry. But they're very two different things. But there are some similarities, especially in the growth, in the rate of acceptance, in the rate of adoption, the rate of ascension and decline, the rate of trying to gain legal status, legal recognition, legislation. Okay, I've seen companies, network marketing companies, I'm not going to mention any names, that have had to fight the government in court cases to win legal status, to prove that they are legitimate business and win, And while they were fighting, all of the other mini network marketing companies had to run and hide behind the corner and watch while a big major company, I'm not going to mention his name, you'll find out for yourself, had to fight. And once they fought and fought and fought, and nobody knew whether they were going to win. And here's the thing, those who had been in that business before and built large organizations of people, large teams, large networks, whatever word you want to use it, and they were bringing in big money, 6 figures, 7 figures, 10 figures, whatever. When they came into, when these companies were under scrutiny, when this particular company was under scrutiny, because a lot of people were weak, a good half of them ran for the hills, because it was, they ran for the hills, and then, but the strong ones, the people who had belief, they stayed firm, they stood firm, and said, we're going to fight this battle, and we're not going anywhere because we believe in what we're doing. You see, you either stand for something or you fall for anything. I say it again, you either stand for something or you fall for anything. Okay? And so you've got to have that sense of belief in what you're doing is right, it serves people, it has a lot of great advantages, and not everyone's going to understand it. And most of all, the most people that mostly don't understand these things to do with business or wealth creation, whatever, are no disrespect for you guys, but if I'm talking to you, but are usually academic bureaucrats. They don't know a thing about business, never built a business in their life. Okay, all they know is academics, and these are the people who are sitting down with a X amount of degrees, examining whether there's a good business deal or good business model. What do they know about business? Never made a business phone call in their life. Okay, and so you get people like that trying to make decisions as to whether something's a good, legitimate, or business, because it's not, doesn't fit in with the conventional box. Okay, and the same thing is, and so anyway, the interesting thing is when that company did that thing for the courts and fought the government, took the government to court, fought it. Again, many other up-and-coming companies put the brakes on their operations and hid around the corner just to see what's going to happen to that company. They and many people even ran because it was rumored that should it be found that they're an illegal pyramid, so to speak, everyone would be fined 10,000. And that what happened in Ireland, by the way. That happened in Ireland. There was one in the States. I don't know if they've threatened them with a fine, but they threatened them in Ireland when they did it. They had the same legal battle, another legal battle in Ireland. Everybody ran. Let's say 80% of people ran for the hills, but 20% stood firm. And people saw their businesses collapse and disintegrate and go from having 1,000 people in their team to 50, to 100. And it was really sad. The people there's some people who have unshakable belief, and they stood firm. You understand? And the company went through its court proceedings and won the court case. I don't know whether they sued the government and got damages or not. I hope they did, but they won, which proved it was legitimate business model. Okay, and once they won the battle, what happened? All the other companies that are around the corner looking, they decided to open up. This one opened up, this other company opened up, this other company opened up, and people started piling into the industry and say, yeah, let's do it now. But because that company had to put their neck on the line, and the very strong individuals, participants in that business had to have faith. You understand? That what they're doing is right. And the same thing about Bitcoin is kind of gone through these things. You've seen certain governments trying to close it down or ban it or regulate or over-regulate it, shall we say, because they find it a competition. They basically don't understand it, and just don't not understand it. And it will go through its thing. This time, this funny thing with Bitcoin, there's no kind of company to take to court. You understand? But it's a slightly different situation. Some people might say, well, it's completely different. Actually, it's very similar. But there are similarities and there are differences. But the same type of thing again. We, the cryptocurrency investors, need to stand strong with true belief that what we're doing, this alternative, this new form of money, okay, is good, it's worthwhile, okay, and it's going to revolutionize and change the world, change people's finances, create an even playing field. When the internet came out, one of the things they said, one of the promises said, it will put people on an even playing field, a level playing field, okay, and this does it to an extent, can put people on a level playing field, okay, because you're not using the conventional money system, the conventional way of getting a loan, the conventional way of I can get a loan of 30,000 in minutes in using this system. Try doing that with the bank. No way. No way. Okay. So, and I have, but let's not. That's another story for another day. But so I love this system. It's a great system, and it's not going anywhere. It's gone through a lot of struggles last decade, and it's stood firm, and it's going to continue to go through a few struggles this decade, and it's going to stand firm. And those who stand firm will get very, very wealthy. Okay, because when this is accepted, it becomes the norm, and everybody says, "Oh yeah, of course we believe in cryptocurrency." By that time, the opportunity to make vast amounts of money will be gone. Okay, you'll be able to make money. I'm talking about with small investments, to make vast amount of money with small, will be gone. You basically have to put in a lot of money to make a little bit at that time. And the interesting thing about this is that a lot of people who are in it now, and you know, everyday people who are in it are going to make a lot of money. And a lot of people are going to get in last, i.e. the central banks, for example. They're going to pay through the nose to get in on it. They get in, but they're going to get in. They're going to pay through the nose. Okay, as a famous investor once says, everybody buys Bitcoin at the price they deserve. I'm not going to mention name here, but everyone invests in this thing at the price that they deserve. Okay, so if you want to invest now, great. You best invest now while it's cheap. And you think 60,000 is cheap? It's not cheap or it's expensive. You wait till it's 500,000. Then you'll wish you invested at 60,000. You wait until it's a million, until it's 5 million. You'll know that 60,000 is very cheap. Okay, so be a long-term investor. Okay, think for the long term. Understand anything that's new, that's unconventional, is going to go through challenges, ups and down as it gets established. And it's the pioneers, the people who come in through this time, the early adopters, that become the wealthy adopters. The early adopters become the wealthy adopters. Okay. Now, I talked about the mindset training. When you have a mindset training, you're strong. You'll develop your strength from the inside. Okay. Having the right mindset is the most important thing before while you're going into investing, especially going into investing, because it is a roller coaster ride. As you haven't got the stomach for it, well, you know, you will throw up, so to speak, not physically. And so you want to develop that inner fortitude. All right. And to do that, I will show you a website you need to go to. IamWealthyandRich.com. How to understand the game of money and play it well. And download, scroll down and fill in the short form. And yeah, you can watch some of my other videos, but fill in the short form, get the information. We've got a free millionaire mindset training plus investment strategy for you to get started. It's free. And so get that, and we'll send it to you and get started. Apply it exactly the way I apply it. I use some free resources plus my own spin on how to use these free resources. Use them exactly as I apply, as I instruct you to do it, and you'll get the same results. Like a recipe, guys. If you follow my recipe, you'll get the same cake. Don't forget a couple of things I should have said. I don't know if I said it in the beginning. I'll say it again if I didn't say it. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial planner. I'm not a CPA or accountant. Do your own research. You not understand that investments do carry risks, and do not invest more than you can afford to lose, and do your own due diligence. So that's the disclaimer. And the other thing that will also be found below the video. But also, don't forget to like this video. Like it, follow it, share it, subscribe, hit the notification button, so that YouTube can get the message that, you know, they want to share this video with more people. So if you can do that for me, I really appreciate it. I want to thank you very, very much for your time. Thank you very much for listening. I really appreciate you listening to me. I wish you to have a wonderful and fantastic day, and I shall see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.